Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes, let's love. Y'all, Poodle just changed my opinion. I said, let's do this show. And then I said, because I've been a little over Love in Paradise. And he said, this is a good episode. And I went, you were right. This was a good episode.
They had like 3 episodes in the beginning that were good episodes.
And then it snoozed a little bit.
And then it snoozed.
Are we recording? We are. Y'all, welcome to Love in Paradise.
Welcome to Lip. Welcome to Lip.
Why did you just now think of that?
Welcome to Lip.
On the second to last episode. Why'd you say Lip?
Welcome to Lip. Love in Paradise, Caribbean Love, or whatever the fuck it is.
We're recording this on a
90-day story.
Yeah, we're recording this on a Saturday, so this new the finale comes out tomorrow.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch it.
I am too, because I'm interested now.
Oh my God, Mark and Kay, they make it! I'm so excited. What if that actually happens? I'm going to do a dance and just drop my dick in your face.
Wow.
I'm going to I'm just going to dance in your face and say, "Oh, who was it? Ooh, you were wrong. Ooh."
I've been long term.
Love conquers all. Except for poverty.
Yeah, love needs to go down on women. And
unless
as long
they're
as Mark
poor,
is fine with that.
Unless they're poor, love conquers all.
Yes. I'm calling it now. Daniel and Amber will be on 90 Day Fiancé.
I think you're right. I think we've cemented it.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm looking forward to that.
They're both good TV.
Oh, them on 90 Day Fiancé would be a good season.
She's going to be hated.
People will hate her.
I know. Because this is a small audience for it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she has no idea for what's waiting for her. Because we've been shitty to her because she's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But, wow.
She's not... Well, we'll get into that. But
she has qualities about her that y'all, we've all worked with an Amber. We all have this woman in our lives.
Well, she's just in it. She's just kind of on a carousel of anxiety that the center of it is hurt. So I see that, and she's not like other people.
And she's so quick to blame others for things that happen.
I feel very sorry for her. I bet you her mother is horrible to her.
Well, and her sisters, basically.
Yeah. I forgot about her sisters. They were horrible to her.
Yeah.
So I feel for Amber. Amber and I would have been friends in our 20s.
Oof.
She's Ricky Darting.
Yeah, a little bit. Should we start off with what's this episode called?
Season 1, episode 7, A Ring or a Fling?
Here's the thing. We're talking about we're talking about Stephen and Martine.
Oh, I sang Beyonce on her birthday.
It is Beyonce's birthday.
It is.
So Stephen and Martine, y'all.
Yes.
Where do you think after what we've just seen?
By the way, y'all,
and they had a fight.
If you haven't, this is a good episode. If you haven't watched this episode, especially what happens with Stephen and Martine, you should watch.
What do you mean?
Just the end.
Oh.
Yes. So, I don't want to spoil it for if you haven't seen. Y'all, this is a good enough episode to watch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How did... Oh, that's what when I write, Lord! Daddy Jesus, Lord! When I write Lord, I am real
poodle,
teed off about
yes.
something.
So Stephen, he is saying, I need to show Martine that I'm serious.
Wow. It is amazing where we started and where we've ended up with this couple.
So y'all, he's saying, yes, I love this lady. I want to go to a ring shop. He's going with his friends Joel and
Hutchie. I don't know.
Joel,
He's got little tiny black shorts. Did you see Steven's little black shorts?
Yes.
Ooh.
And Joel is hot.
They're both hot. Come on.
They're both, y'all, they're just hot guys.
These are
hanging around
also
hot guys.
These aren't the best two friends who seem single to go ring shopping with.
No, you want your buddy who's like married.
Who's already
maybe
married.
Had a baby.
Yeah. I don't think he has any of those friends.
I don't think he does either. But I was going, whoa. So you want to get engaged to her now? This feels like this is a rash decision.
Very much so.
Right? Okay. That's what I thought too. Okay.
Well,
but he said, I love her and I can't throw her away.
Where we just were.
Exactly. We just had the family meeting with her seeing his mom and all that. Then we had and even that, he was kind of like
the drunken pool party.
The drunken pool party where they're playing Never Have I Ever.
And then she found something on his phone that said, "You up."
You up. So all of this happened.
Not familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, that's not me. That's not me.
Do you turn on Do Not Disturb, or is it just if you miss that, if you turned on
Put the bat signal on.
Okay.
But instead of a bat, it's just a dick.
Fuck me!
Or it's a silhouette of my face going with my lips pursed.
Oh, I was just thinking it would just be a peach. To the fuck phone, Robin.
Arturo, it's the fuck symbol. It's the fuck sign. I know what I need to do.
Oh, wow.
When the call comes.
Fuck me!
So I feel like he's trying so hard to make something work. And where we started out with this, if you guys remember, is she was basically saying, I'm not happy with my long distance relationship. Mm-hmm. I'm basically saying it's a ring for me or this is over.
It's a ring or a fling.
Yeah. And interestingly enough,
wonderful position to tell someone to.
He seemed like at the beginning of the trip that he really wasn't interested in a lot of this.
He seemed caught off guard.
Yeah.
He seemed kind of like, wait a minute.
Because we don't think she's ever talked about this before.
Yeah, he seemed, it's not that we're not serious, but we just never, we
like to have good times together.
We have good times. We stay at resorts. Like, have we still seen where he lives?
No. No, we went to his parents' house, but we don't think we've seen where he lives.
So we don't know where he lives.
Right.
Maybe she knows, but we don't know.
We haven't seen it on camera.
Yeah, because that's a thing we saw with Sherlon of.
Yeah.
That kind of taking back the curtain.
And not in vacation Jamaica.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
in vacation Barbados.
The vacation ended real quick for Aryanna. We're going to get to that later.
I didn't think this storyline could get sadder.
But it did. But it did.
Bitch, come home. Oh. Raise your baby. You don't need Sherlon.
No.
Your mom is strong enough to do it for you.
She is.
Your mom is going to be stronger than any man could be.
She just let her go to her tanning beds on Mondays and Wednesday mornings, and she'll be there.
She'll do everything you need to.
It energizes her.
It gives her life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She uses the money she would spend on that for her hair on tanning.
At this point, she's got that lifetime pass to Video Advantage. That's what. You could get a lifetime pass.
I am aware. I'm aware that Ardmore had a Video Advantage.
You paid like $500 and you got a lifetime pass to tan.
Wait, I thought that was the video store.
No, the tanning booth was in the back of Video Advantage. You could get a lifetime pass.
We need to move on.
It was right by.
This is so stupid.
Right by Hot Stuff Pizzeria, who made the best cheese tater tots.
Oh, we need to move on. again.
Have you had cheese tater tots, but not with like bad cheese, but like melted, gooey, fake cheese on top of them?
You know, I don't think I have.
Oh.
I don't think I have. I've had cheddar inside baked in cheese tots.
Why did I bring this up?
I don't know.
Now I want it.
I asked that about half the things you bring up, honestly.
God, there's a reason why I was a chubby kid.
So, y'all,
It all makes sense.
they're ring shopping,
Yeah.
and these are not the two friends, because they don't like Martine. Neither one of these friends, none of his friends like her. So the friends are like, this is probably not the right decision. He's like, maybe he could buy her a promise ring,
a promise sling.
Y'all, that's when you know. Y'all, that's when you know your man is serious. When he gets you a promise sling.
You're a whore.
A promise sling. It's the step before the engagement sling. It means he cares, but he was going away for a while, so he gets you the promise sling.
Tonight, aren't you? It's on your brain, isn't it?
A little bit.
When Poodle says, we've got to end the show at 5, I have plans, it doesn't mean he's going to dinner.
Maybe. We're definitely going to dinner. We may be doing something before. Oh. So, anyway, they are, the friends are like, promise ring or maybe a ring pop. Maybe a ring pop.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Joe y'all, when someone says, look, she's a nice girl and all, that means they can't stand this person.
Now, if they've never liked her, and we don't know what, maybe they're not being fair.
And Joel says, I don't think this is going to make this work.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to make it work.
He is trying to make it work, and that is he says, Steven says, I hope this will fix all our problems.
That's the wrong time. That's the wrong reason to get married. The wrong reason.
Yeah.
Poodle, what?
According to Aryanna, the right reason to get married is because you got knocked up on your bang trip.
Or y'all, the right reason is because you love someone. You want to build some. Poodle, yeah, why do you get married?
And because they are recently ill and you got a DNR on them.
We need to move on. I'm sorry.
Or maybe they didn't sign it. Maybe you had your friend Shifty sign it, who's a great forger.
Shifty. Wow. I asked, and as soon as I asked, I knew it was a bad idea.
Y'all have them in your bag. The hospital runs out of those forms really easily.
Steven buys this woman a $10,000 ring.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
This is what I want to say,
though. A lot of money.
It shows, though, I don't know why I could just tell, like, everybody doesn't like that Steven DJs and all that, and they're all, but I'm like, but you can tell he's built a career out of that. Like, he's making good money. If he's getting recognized on the, y'all, I don't care. I don't care if you DJ or not. If you're making enough where you can buy a $10,000 ring,
you're doing pretty good.
Fine by me. I'll let people.
Good.
I don't care if people hit on you.
It's going good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say, what is it? 3 months salary? That's an old, outdated thing. So
that's just someone who wants 3 months of your salary.
I can understand that.
Some jewelry guy named Lou.
So
he said, I know what we can do, boys.
So the next thing he is out on the beach with her.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, he buys the ring and he's like shaking already, and that's when he says, I'm just like, part of me says no, but I just say, fuck it, let's do it again.
I don't know if you want to say fuck it about proposing to someone.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not how we decide to get married. So sorry, go ahead.
I agree with you there. So the next thing, you guys, we are on the beach. And
it's beautiful sunset. They're having this really nice time. And
champagne.
Steven says, baby, you're the one for me. And, his daughter is really taken to you. But y'all, you can tell he looks like he's going to shit his pants.
Then they do this.
You know that face you look when you're about to shit your pants? You're just, your lips are pursed. Your eyes are going around because you're thinking, like, where's an exit I can go shit to?
I've had that.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Or not shit, or sometimes if, if men have made a deposit.
Oh my
And
God!
you're in an alley, and then you go back to the club, and you're like, wait a minute, where's the bathroom in Rage? Because I've got to make some choices.
Because I made some bad ones. Because I just
got
made some bad
descriptive.
ones.
Someone at home is going, Carl, what's he talking about?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to
That's
know.
gross. So they kind of toast, and it becomes this toast one-upmanship war. Like, it's like, cheers to our life. And she's like, cheers to saying exactly how we feel.
And
And he's like,
cheers
to new beginnings.
Cheers to keeping it real. Y'all, I was
She's giving him every signal
to say no.
to fuck off.
And
To break up with her. That's what he's doing.
I was
She's doing.
watching this morning. My boyfriend was watching. And he was like, what the hell has happened? I was like, basically, he's a nice person. She's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like she's just, her brain is her worst enemy here. So
Actually, she's not. I shouldn't say that because should say she's not crazy. She's a self-sabotager.
Yeah.
And she has low self-esteem, and she's going to
That's it.
destroy this relationship.
that's a better way to explain
put
it.
Yeah.
So he's a wreck, y'all, and they're having champagne. He said, "What can I do to make you see that I'm loyal to you?" And
how do I prove my love?
yeah. And she's
Again.
like, well, you need to be showing me that you're more committed and that this is not long distance anymore. Which is what she was down there to ask him. And he even says, today would be the perfect day to look around. Look how nice this is.
It's a beautiful sunset.
It's the
We're on
perfect
beach.
day to ask for your hand. So I need to tell you, I bought you an engagement ring. But I'm starting to second guess myself.
And I went, what?
Y'all,
is
she
that?
just went, that's the Star Trek fight music.
Oh.
She just went,
Well, because he says to her, I feel like you're going to walk away from me.
yeah.
And I want you to see that he said that before. So y'all, this isn't about this. He sees what we see, that she's going to self-sabotage him. He said this in the beginning.
Right.
I feel like you're saying these things and pressuring me because you want a reason to break up with me. We all see this.
Yeah. And he basically,
Y'all, they don't show what happens on the next episode of them because they don't want a spoiler when she opens her mouth and a dragon comes out and just burns up the entire beach. Y'all, it's not going to be good. We're going to move on to the next couple, but until then, pray for Martine and Steven.
Daniel.
Now,
Daniel.
listen, Daniel, I got everything planned out.
I've got all my color-coordinated file folders.
I got all these folders. Can you just get me some chicken nuggets and let mommy work?
Did anyone want to, just slap those folders out of her hand and just have her go to pieces? What is her job? I can't remember. I'm sure she works in an office.
She has to be an office manager. If someone tells me that she's a massage therapist, I'm going to spit in your face.
She's absolutely insufferable. She was kind of fun last episode.
She really triggered this episode.
Yeah.
Something.
Y'all, she's going to be great TV for 90 Day Fiancé. If
yeah.
they don't sign her,
They're dumb.
They're dumb.
They've got casting right there.
Yeah.
So y'all,
And he's great TV because he's cute and
he's
young
and doesn't give
hung.
a shit. He is hung.
He is. It is thick. THICC.
Fuck. Okay, Danielle. I'd say it's
Daniel.
Daniel. So y'all,
Daniel.
she said, I've been here 10 days,
We
but I
finally
feel like
got all the paperwork.
we turned a corner, and then y'all, he gets a call. He has an appointment at 10:30
at the embassy, which I think he initiated.
which he initiated. And I'm like, this is great. This is all Amber's ever wanted.
Let's celebrate.
Let's have
live in the
calm down.
positivity. Let's live in the moment.
Daniel, you need to know everything about me. You can't even hesitate.
We have to practice.
Y'all.
We're going to stay up all night tonight practicing.
It's like, okay.
I'm going to give you Adderall. You can have some of mine. Because bitch definitely has an Adderall prescription.
This segment stressed me out.
I think that was the intention. They know. Oh God, I will say. I know the production crew knew exactly how they wanted to handle this woman.
Yeah.
From the second they met her,
We did too. We just know she just fills in that.
she fills in that type A white lady. Save this brown person from his shortcomings.
Do you think it's a brown person thing? I think almost it's. I don't think that with her. I think it would be.
No, I'm just saying. I don't think she's thinking that. I'm saying that's the narrative of the show.
That's the narrative. But I think she would treat this way if this was her sister who needed something. Anyone who needs something in her life. Amber is going to believe that no one's going to do it better than she is.
I'm gonna completely analyze her for a minute. She always dates men younger than her because she can also be their mommy.
Yeah.
And those are the relationships she's comfortable in.
Yeah.
When she holds all the power and she's in control. Because probably what happened is someone screwed her over or a couple men screwed her over and she decided she was never going to let that happen again.
And her mom told her she wasn't as pretty as her sisters. Even though I think she's beautiful. I think she's a very beautiful woman.
Those sisters are vipers.
This is,
man,
again,
they're
y'all,
rough.
She's on a carousel of anxiety.
Oof.
And she's just...
We're on the carousel.
I wish I could be there. I wish I could be there, Daniel. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be perfect.
And again,
she's like, Daniel, do you know what they're going to ask you, Daniel? They're going to ask you questions like, what's my favorite color? Daniel, they're going to ask you, what's my cousin's birthday? If you even pause for 1 second, this could all be for naught.
They will slit your throat, Daniel. They will slit your throat.
Be dead, Daniel. Dead.
Daniel, what's my favorite sauce? What is my favorite sauce, Daniel?
Daniel.
First of all, this wasn't even a guess. As soon as she said it, I went, it's ranch dressing.
It's ranch dressing. Because what's my favorite food? And shrimp. And I went, oh, she likes shrimp. She said, and chicken tenders. And I went, this is where Poodle's going to have a problem.
She is a walking bottle of ranch dressing. She really is. That Florida.
Poodle, if
God. I've come from Ohio, but I'm going to come from Florida even worse.
We're going to have to do an apology tour for that.
Nah, I'm never going to apologize to Florida. Fuck them. They know they're terrible. Enjoy your COVID. Have your COVID parties.
I've been vacationing here for a long
hello, Miss COVID.
Hi. I've been in myself. Excuse me. I've been down to Miami. I think I might take a trip up to Tallahassee and stop.
Miss COVID, you're very welcome here in Florida.
Yes, I think I'm going to stop in Melbourne and maybe St. Richards. And oh my, the people here are so accommodating to me. Not those ugly pesky masks. Don't need them here.
Why? No one can see my beautiful pockmarked face.
Oh, excuse me. Hi there. I'm Miss Cova. I'm new to your city.
You'll be seeing a lot of me.
Yes.
Yeah. To TLDR. Well, I'm not apologizing to Florida.
Well,
no. We're going to go to Florida probably on our tour.
Uh-huh.
Not for a while, though. Need to let that COVID air out for a year or so.
I love that redneck Riviera. It's so conducive and accommodating the nicest people until the dead.
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers or stupid people. I'm starting to like her a little more.
Horse tranquilizers never bothered me.
No, horse dewormers.
Dewormers, yes. Anyway.
Horse tranquilizers is some good shit, Miss COVID.
Sorry, y'all, we went off on a tangent. But, so, Poodle, I feel like we're going to get some feedback from this, and it might not be good. And this is after we just
Florida feedback?
No.
Come at me. I don't give a shit.
When you say that your favorite food is chicken tenders, what does that mean about you? What does that say about you?
You're basic. It also means you have the palate of a 5-year-old child, which, good for you. I'm saying it's fine. I would say your favorite food is chicken fingers. So what? Have a backup option. So if you're surrounded by some non-basic people, you can say, but I also love, I don't know. I love paella. Or, you know what I love? I love good fresh seafood. That's a good, or even pizza is better than chicken tenders.
Ceviche.
Yeah. Anything foreign sounding. Maybe save chicken tenders for just your family.
I knew. Ironically, it was not the fact that I was a raging homosexual that wanted to suck dicks. When I was in high school, I knew that my girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Yes.
I knew that my girlfriend Lacey and I weren't going to work out when every time we would go to El Chico's or El Tapatio's or basically any Mexican restaurant in Ardmore, Casa Romas, any of them. Don't forget Catfish Corner.
Yep.
Y'all remember that? Y'all really enjoyed that story that there's Mexican food at Catfish Corner. Anyway, every time we would go to any restaurant, she would get chicken tenders. And I went, this relationship isn't going to work out. That's how I knew. And then I sucked a dick. And
I get it. I get it that people only want to eat chicken fingers or that's their favorite thing.
Hey, give me Raising Cane's or Zaxby's. Come on.
But I will say
delicious.
they are good. However, y'all, that's like saying... It really is kind of like just advertising that you are, just call me lowest common denominator.
Okay, wow. All right, we need to move on.
But she also likes shrimps, y'all. So that's enough.
That's enough.
But my favorite comment is she just goes, God, I just wish I could do it for you.
The hardest part is I can't be there. I can't be there.
It really is all like, yes, it is about their relationship, but it's just spiraling because it just it's her feelings about this process instead of his.
I'll be honest. There is, she's going to get a lot of hate. I don't hate her because I don't see
I don't hate her.
I like her actually. And I
don't like her, but
I don't see any of this coming from, and I'm sure there's probably some of it in there, but it's not like an Ari thing where I feel like there's like nationalistic American bullshit she kind of puts in this. I really do think she's just a ball of anxiety. And honestly, if I hadn't checked myself when I was younger, I think I could be this person.
I can see elements in it of you.
So, that said though, y'all, it's the next day and it's the day of the appointment.
And in one way, I just want to say... She does never forget, though, she holds all the power, and she never lets him forget that.
She does. That is true. That is true, and that is shitty.
And she says things like, if this gets denied, I just don't have it in me to do it again. In other words, and she keeps telling him...
She is a martyr, actually.
It's your job. It's your job. Yeah. It's all comes down to you, Daniel. I've done everything I could do.
But it's that...
If this goes wrong, it's because of you, not me.
But, y'all, here's the deal. And I've learned this, too, because if you want, you can't blame people for not doing something when you don't give them the opportunity to do it.
Right.
If you keep cleaning your child's room, they will never learn how to clean their room.
Right.
I mean, that's like parenting 101.
I guess. I've never been a parent. So.
As I said, she's going to be the most hated parent at the PTA.
Yeah, definitely.
She's going to be all in their kids' business. Who are they dating?
Yikes.
What are they doing? Does Kinley have any friends on the cheer squad? So we've got to make sure Kinley feels like she has fun.
Oh, that's her daughter, Kenley.
Yeah, I don't know. I just made up that name.
So the next it is interview day. She's made him change his shirt at least, I think, twice.
No.
So
she
it's
said,
4
thank
times.
you for changing his shirt. She's like, that shirt's better. That shirt's better. Sorry, I made you change it 4 times. And he's like, well, if you want, I can do this. Don't touch that.
Yeah, she's like,
I
like,
got it.
she's like, my favorite is, it's okay. Don't touch the paperwork. Don't touch the paperwork.
I will say, she is also, y'all, she's addicted to drama. She's addicted to that. She needs to be needed. So this makes her feel needed.
Wanting to be wanted, needing to be needed. That's all I'll do.
I didn't want to say it, but true.
Yeah.
Like she's
That's what it is. That's it.
she's building this dramatic moment because that makes her feel like she takes up space in the world.
No, it's true.
And that is like the core of all this for her.
And I guarantee you at her work, she is the same.
Oh.
I'm telling y'all, this is the person that everyone in your office talks about. And
But although I'm not, I let go of it. That's where I really could have been that person at work. And I think people
you're that way sometimes. It's
although
okay.
but people like me at my cubicle office job. I think, but
you know what? You don't ever make it a big deal of telling everyone what you've done and how
That's
much
true.
you've done. That's
true.
the problem. She does.
we have somebody who does that. And everybody talks about her.
This is everyone has a person in their
Oh my
office
God,
like
we
Amber.
all talk about her.
Yes, because everyone hates that.
She tells everybody what she's done.
Yes. Yep. Thank you for regurgitating what I've just said, but that's good.
Wow.
Wow. So they're talking about they're getting in the car and he says she's like, I've done everything. It's just time to wrap it up, Daniel.
You know
I've done
what?
everything.
I feel like we haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But y'all, I feel like it's time for Reality Gaze
Love in Paradise.
Lip Theater.
Lip theater. Well, that was high for you.
Hi.
Squeak those out.
Hi. I will be playing the role of
Costa
Amber,
Rica edition.
and in great irony, Poodle will be playing the role of Daniel, who is falling asleep. I don't know why. Maybe he's just, well, I don't know.
Because she kept him up all night studying.
It's true. It's true.
So he is that we're in the car.
Imagine we're in the back of a Toyota Corolla.
A Toyota Tercel.
Yes.
And she's going,
Scene. Okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It won't get denied. It won't get denied. It
it's
won't get denied.
okay,
It won't get
Amber,
denied.
please.
All right, Daniel.
Please.
You can do this. You can do
Yeah,
this.
hold on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna-
Just don't screw it up. Just don't screw. Daniel, wake up. Daniel, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What? What? Stop bothering me.
Okay, you're not going to screw this up. I'm not saying that you're going to screw it
Why
up,
are
but
you
you're
being
going to screw it
crazy?
up. You're going to totally ruin this. It's going to crash and burn, but I'm not. I'm encouraging you. It's going to go great. What's my favorite food? Go.
Shrimps.
Yes. What's the
Shrimps.
other one?
Chicken fingers.
What's my favorite color?
Purple or black?
Yes. What's my favorite thing to get at Maggiano's and take home?
You like all of them. And as long as it's got red sauce on it. But you really love fettuccine Alfredo.
Yes. What's my favorite type of jewelry to buy from James Avery?
Tennis bracelets.
What color?
The shiny kind.
Pink, goddammit. Pink. Daniel, wake up. Why are you sleeping?
Sorry, I just need a little bit.
How can you sleep through one of the biggest days of our lives?
You're annoying me.
The biggest days of our lives. I'm sorry. I don't mean to freak you out, but I'm freaking out. What's my favorite Doritos?
Cool Ranch. That's everyone's.
That's a good answer. Fritos.
What about it's like I
Do I wear Skechers?
I know,
Yes or no?
I know everything about you. I even know your shirt size.
Yes. What is my shirt size?
Large. You're a large.
What?
Yeah, you're a large.
Daniel, I'm a medium. I'm a fucking medium. I'm a
sorry.
medium. Why would you say I'm a large?
Some sizes down here are very small.
You play with my boobs all the time. You should know this. They're medium boobs. I'm a medium.
Listen, everything is good. Everything is good. Everything will be fine.
What's my favorite ride at Disneyland? Go. Trick question. It's Disney World. Go. And see.
Y'all, rarely. That was pretty accurate of what we had just seen. As soon as he says that she was a large, my mouth dropped open and I screeched. Because we all know she's not a large.
She's clearly not a large.
And if she ever was a large, I don't know what she would do to herself.
Are they so y'all sissies? A lot of y'all have done this. A lot of you have watched the show because you have done this process. What kind of questions do they ask you?
Yeah.
Because we actually have no idea.
No.
And I feel like none of these questions are going to be asked. But maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't know anything. But it does seem like this is the Hunger Games. The way that she's talking about it.
Yes.
So, y'all, they're waiting outside. She's literally
like,
murmuring to herself, like self-soothing.
And Daniel goes. She's like, "Okay, you have to go without me. You have to." And he goes. He goes in the appointment, and that's when she's just pacing.
I have a feeling they're going to rerun this. They're going to rerun this whole series on TLC.
Oh, you think?
Yep, like what they did with The Single Life.
Oh, they are going to do that. They are going to do that.
I have a feeling they'll do that. This is going to get a lot of interesting commentary. This episode especially, and what just transpired. And also as well, what happened with Sherlon and Stephen and Martine is going to get a lot of...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this episode is going to be a classic episode for this series.
She's like, it's going to be fine. I just, our whole relationship lies in his hands.
Depends on today.
Guess what, y'all? He walks out. He's trying to... She's like, oh my God, there he is. Oh my God.
What is
She's like... She's
actually
literally
making
murmuring just soundless, wordless things.
And I don't mean this making... I don't think you and I... I'm not into making fun of her. I was watching her.
It's just so extreme.
That's why, like, I want to hug her. I want to hug her and say... Life is going to be okay. Like nothing is good. No one's going to die.
That's not going to help for her.
But it's like, I really do. My heart goes out to her because I want to know what happened to you. Because
she's a control freak.
She's freaking out like this. Daniel is calm as a cucumber. I wonder why Daniel's as calm as a cucumber. Oh, that's because he escaped his country and he was shot twice. This is fucking nothing for him.
Yeah, I think...
Remember, y'all, he was shot in the shoulder and in the leg by gunshots.
I think what keeps her without perspective is her extreme privilege. And that'll be the thing that people who are watching this take away from with her.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And especially the things, what she said, this episode, too, was just chef's kiss with the ranch dressing and the chicken tenders. I mean... Come on.
I hope, though, from her, if they end up being together,
I think they will.
I hope something happens in her life and she like softens and learns to see life from his perspective.
She might.
I think there's still a possibility for that.
I have a feeling that when people who like Amber, who are so goal oriented about now we get this,
because they're gonna get this,
they're gonna get this part, and even
at the end she already said, and now we got to get your brother.
That's the thing.
Like we got to move your brother in.
I don't think there will ever be a place to take a breath for her. It's always back into the drama machine.
Obviously, I thought that was actually very sweet that she said, so we're leaving, we got to get your brother set up. Like she really cares about him and his family, but you're right. It's y'all, we've had these friends that they never can just enjoy the accomplishment they just did. It's always on to the next thing because we need that anxiety.
I have a thing that I do. You've heard me talk about this when I would finish a big concert and I'll be done with that.
Oh, you'd sleep with the director.
Yes, but additionally, yes.
Okay.
But I'm saying I'll finish a big concert. The next day, I'm looking at repertoire for my new concert.
Yeah.
The next day. That's just how I am. I'm not to the Amber extent of everything, but that's in a similar frame of mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, so they seem to be in a good spot right now.
So he's coming to Florida. She's so happy.
Yep.
Like I do, again, she gets bonkers, but there's something I do love about them as a couple. And I think they genuinely care about one another.
We'll see. We'll see.
Let's talk about the couple that's just not going to make it.
Stop it! Their love will endure.
Kay
Mark
and Mark.
Kai. It's Kai.
We'll see. Mark is packing up.
He's packing and just like stuffing his clothes into his...
He's a very poor packer.
And he says, he's like, after talking to his friend...
Genevieve, right?
Genevieve, I think. Novive. He said, now I see things different. This is a big change.
Big change. I need to maybe refocus my plan.
He's like, and she's there. He's talking to her, and she's like, I like how Kay says things like, "It's hard. It's very heavy." Like when she talks about something or her feelings.
She's very in her body too.
I love.
She's
Kay.
always.
I love Kay
she's
so
always
much.
in her body.
Kay's. I will say this. Kay is one of my favorite people to be on this.
I like her a lot too. Yeah.
Show in a long time. And she says, because we don't know when we're going to see each other again. And he says, I'm going to cry. My heart would break tonight if tonight were our last night. So y'all, they really do. They have this weird connection to one another.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. Rarely in 90 Day have we seen that. Usually it is two people who meet either on a bang trip or they've met via the internet for a long time, and they've had to learn. It's been the way of getting to know each other has been very unorthodox. Mm-hmm. These people have a long history.
That's true.
And we just haven't seen that before in 90 Day World. And
we haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
I feel like we had some of that at the beginning, but I'm trying to remember who. I feel like there was somebody that dated for a little bit. But yeah, it's normally new couples.
Yeah. So he basically says...
God, this story is like something you could base an opera on, which means Poodle loves it.
I love them. So, and he says, I don't want to end this relationship. I love you. And I don't want to have any regrets. And she says, but I don't want to hurt you. But
he's like, I'm worried you're going to be with someone else, though. So that's where the core of this all comes out.
Right.
It's that she wants to move to California, but he wants her to be exclusive because he's worried.
Here's
she's
the thing,
fuck
though.
Other people.
I think he's also thinking about him with that. He's worried that he might not be exclusive.
Possibly. But
yeah.
that's still what. But that's where we find out this California thing is about. He wants to lock it down, and he's.
Yeah. However, he says, and I've thought a lot about this, and I want to be exclusive with you. And Kay says, I'm sorry, that's old school. I don't think about relationships that way.
She said, this is 2021.
Yeah.
This is weird.
And she says the healthiest relationships are the ones where we can both be ourselves. We can both be individuals. And Mark says, I need to think about how to reconcile my fears to all of with your lifestyle. And he said, I think I'm open to it. An open relationship. I was bowled over.
I mean, it's very This is very progressive.
It is for him especially.
I'd be interested if this aired on like TLC, what people would say about it, because at least anytime we've talked, or I feel like open relationships are talked about in culture on television, it's
never in a positive light.
It's always in they reveal a secret, and it's always a scandalous way. And I mean, I do know people that are in open relationships that are successful.
I also think that this type of open relationship where they both live in different places is different than what we're thinking.
Yeah. That's true. But it's still, it's this idea of, you can't, I think that's a big thing. This is what Amber's going to have to deal with. If you really love somebody, truly, you don't try to change them.
Right.
You try to help them. You try to encourage them. You maybe help them work towards a goal that they've said they want to be as a person, and maybe they're not. But it's from their direction. And I think Mark has to let go of that. He's with a very strong-willed individual.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful scene. I thought it was a beautiful scene.
They're gonna make it.
Oh, no. She's going to fuck another guy and fall in love with him.
But
not gonna happen.
Regardless of that, don't you think these are two adults making good choices about their own?
For sure.
This is, and I guarantee you, it's going to. We're not going to see probably a lot of this, but I think things will end up, at least for this season, happy for them. I don't know about down the road.
I think so. I think that they're, Mark, this beautiful moment that when Mark says, I worry because, she said, basically she said, I'm not, but when we are apart, we are apart. And when we're together, we're together. Let's not try to think about monogamy. And Mark said, well, I worry because I love you and I want to be with you. And then Kay says, I thought such a beautiful line. She said, but inside the love, there are a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And I thought that's a beautiful way to encapsulate that. Just because I have different feelings of wanting to be someone else, it's still in this bubble of love.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful.
Next thing, he's talking. She's like, you're so romantic, babe. And he's like, first thing when I get home, I'm going to find a Spanish teacher. I started to tear up at that point. Because that's been the thing.
Yeah.
That's been the thing. That was his reluctance to learn Spanish because he could not control this relationship. And that was a sign that he's willing to meet halfway. That's what I'm happy about. Not whether they're going to make it or not. I'm just happy about the romantic gesture. You can poo-poo it all you like.
Well, I hope he doesn't meet some woman in Balboa Park when he's out on a Sunday and they end up fucking and then he's got a baby coming.
It's fine. You're dead inside romance-wise. Your idea of romance is saying, give me some lube before I stick it in.
Yeah, well,
yep.
Just spit.
I'm a romantic.
That's what happens when you hit my butt. Ding!
Yeah, no, it's lost a lot of the resilience. So it's just like let's go from something kind of upbeat and romantic to something devastating. Oh,
y'all,
a sad fart.
Ariana and Sherlon.
So guess what, y'all?
Wow.
He's got COVID. Miss COVID was in Jamaica.
I took a vacation, and boy, howdy, did I found myself. I was at this swinging place, and oh my, mighty Jesus, was I swinging everywhere, swinging here and there. And I said, "Oh, you ain't gonna see your baby daddy." Excuse me.
My favorite line
But
of the
as we say in Jamaica, no problem, man.
Y'all, he says, you gotta be real careful with COVID and those swingers because they seeing everybody up in there.
It catches on like wildfire.
Can you imagine
And
a
I
COVID
went,
at the swingers resort?
Oh, wait. I forgot he works at a swingers resort.
Yeah. So she was with him, obviously. She's quarantining at the hotel.
She tested negative. He tested positive. They're waiting to see. Y'all, it ends up he does stay positive, but they were. Sherlon says we had this fight yesterday about the baby's last name, and we're not able to reconcile it or even really talk through it. And I'm like, okay, but y'all can't call each other on the phone.
That is true.
You can video chat. Like, I know it's not the same, but you can do those things.
He does say one thing about. It's like, yeah, I really, really wanted it. It kind of felt really out of place.
Yeah.
Like, last time Aryanna was down here, she was smoking that reefer and drinking all the rum.
And smoking this dick.
But, I like to dominate and get crazy.
Y'all, he brings this up because he says, I wish I could have seen her and get closer mentally and physically.
Y'all, this is going nowhere.
He would have been knocking on that baby's head because we've seen that dick. No, it's long.
Remember, y'all, they didn't necessarily have to have sex to get her pregnant.
Y'all, they sat down for dinner and his dick just reached under the table.
His sneaky snake just went,
y'all, it's huge.
Just shot in it.
Yep.
And her vagina went, oh,
yep.
Something just hit me with semen.
Aryanna thought she was eating lobster.
She dropped her napkin and got pregnant.
She did. The same thing happened to me. So Aryanna's hanging out in her room, and Arya says again, she's like, I would be totally fine. I would be totally fine of giving his baby the last name if he would just do something, and I wasn't doing this alone. Like, that's what makes me doubt this whole last name thing. I'm really trying, but I'm just losing hope. And I went, yeah, so are the rest of us, honey. We lost hope about 3 episodes ago.
My hope was gone on episode 1. So this. The thing is her absolute pigheadishness to have him beside. She keeps saying things like, no, I need him, Sherlon. I want Sherlon in Ohio with the baby. So Sherlon can be here when the birth of the child was born. Then what's going to happen is she will then try, even if that happens, she's hoping he will fall in love with the baby and then slowly fall in love with her. All of these are...
That is what that she'll... Yeah.
I'm just like, could mom or your sisters not talk you out of this?
I had some friends do that from high school. They said, I'm going to trap him with the baby.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're divorced.
Right. And she doesn't see
Except for one of them, but he's cheating on her.
But she doesn't see it as trapping him with a baby. What she sees it as is an extension of... She thinks they have a relationship.
And I should actually say she's not trapping him per se with the baby, because that's saying that someone, like, she tricked him. They both agreed to have unprotected sex.
Right.
And they both had sex many, 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 many times with the reefer and the
all the rum.
and all the rum.
Yeah.
Without any condoms.
No.
So,
But the point is she
so it's not trapping, but it's guilting him with the baby.
But she says, we really need to work on our relationship. And I'm like, there is no relationship.
No relationship. That's the problem.
You banged, right, and now you're trying to make something out of it.
Like, I probably have more of an intimate relationship with Ricky Martin from the early 2000s.
Because you at least rubbed out enough to him.
Oh.
Remember
when Ricky Martin was the biggest deposit in your spank bank?
Yes. And remember when, like, he had his shirt open and that girl poured candle wax? Y'all, if you knew a gay boy who you grew up with in that time, he jerked it to that image.
That was maybe one of the sexiest things I've ever encountered.
I can remember where I was when I saw that video.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was at the beach and my grandmother was like, "Who's that?"
Oh, really? I was in Chicago on choir tour, and it was a bunch of latent homosexual. I was the only one that was out. So all these other queens were just like,
must not look.
You must not look. And they were trying to.
His dancing is quite good.
And my friend LaTanya, who actually just sang at the Met, she actually was on this big screen in the hotel bar. She went up to the screen, grabbed the screen, and just started humping humping the screen.
So, basically, y'all, he's still tested positive for COVID, and she's packing to go home, and hasn't seen him in 3 days. She can't extend the trip. Hopefully one day, he says, hopefully one day our relationship will be where we want it to be. But for right now, we're going to try to get the tourist visa.
Yeah, because she goes to visit him.
Yep.
She takes a bus out, and the bus takes her by there, and
Socially distant goodbye.
so socially just. And she said he walks up, and she's sitting in the bus, and she says, "Well, the next time I see you,
We'll both be parents.
we'll be parents."
Now,
And
but I
he
thought
said-
he was going to try to come for...
Well, he said, "Well, I don't think at this point she's like." She said, "Well," he said, "you will be a good mama to our son."
It did feel like a goodbye.
And she said, "I hope you get that tourist visa. And y'all don't forget, that brochure is sitting on his nightstand. That means it's going to happen." That's a good sign.
Prediction. He forgets all about this as soon as she's on the plane.
If he gets a tourist visa on his own, I will. What will we do, Poodle?
I will start eating my sofa like that woman on My Strange Addiction.
Okay. I will.
Riveting.
I will start using a bad foundation.
Oh, wow. That's a lot for you.
That's a lot for me. Like something cakey, like that you just put in a stick.
Oh, Jesus. So he says, I'm going to, it's good. I wish we could have more time. He's like, hold on, I've got something for you. And I'm like,
oh, this will be
this is going to be
sweet.
some kind of memento.
Something sweet, a moment they had together, something that summarizes and encapsulates the love of their relationship. Poodle, what is it?
And it's flowers,
Oh.
but they're fake.
Oh. And there's only 2 of them.
It looks like he bought at a roadside stand.
So, when you go to Michael's,
Yeah.
or wherever craft store, Michael's or Joann's, and they have like the little fake flowers in the buckets, and it looks like a big like bouquet of flowers, but when you realize there's only it's like 12 little things of flowers
Right.
together, he didn't get the bouquet.
No.
He just got one of the little pieces.
I think he found it on the side of the road.
I think so too. And she's like, "Well, thank you so much." And the bus driver, "Can't put that in the bus, lady."
Because it's COVID ridden.
Nope. And she's like, what? So y'all,
She's like, go throw this away.
he can't even take.
She's like, I guess I guess they'll be here when I come back because they'll never die. Unlike our love.
I was crying from laughing from this. It was just the saddest thing. Sherlon says, hey man, as soon as I get rid of the COVID, I'm getting my tourist visa.
Getting my tourist visa because I never thought I would actually be a father. Even with an American, having a baby with this American girl. Again, he likes to talk about the things that are upcoming good in the future.
Nothing present.
Nothing
I understand
present.
why she gets frustrated because as like someone who you think is going to be a parent, he's never going to deal with any of the problems.
Nope. Y'all, they're done. Carl's wife, maybe that's her favorite couple.
Yeah, not
She
going to
doesn't
make
get
it.
That's the show, y'all. This was a good episode.
This was a good episode.
Next week's finale.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if I'm going to make it appear.
Oh,
no. Oh, Jamaica.
You've already ruined enough, Miss COVID.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where I could be traveling, boys, but I'll see you soon. Just make sure don't wear that mask and just don't get
Don't worry about that silly vaccine.
Pesky shots. Who needs them? See you soon.
Y'all, that's it. That's the show.
That's the show. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love, Poodle?
Yes. And if you know your significant other's favorite sauce and it's not ranch.
What would it be? Come on, what else would it be? It's going to be ranch. What do you think it's going to be? Chipotle ranch? That's too spicy. I get IBS.
Call us.